All right, we got another reaction to Poetic Flacco dealing with this whole Chud the Builder and Jake situation, man. You know, we finna get into this, but first I need y'all to go ahead on and you dig, nigga. Hey, listen, it's the housekeeping, man. It's the beginning of the week, and I know you just got them hypes. Just like when you used to know your mama just got paid and you went to ask her for some money, you know she got it, and she better come up off that. Real talk.
We're back with some really bad news for Chud the Builder and his racist friend Jake Lang. And this might be the first time because we're also back with some good news for Chud the Builder and his racist homie Jake Lang.
Right,
before we get to Chud and his despair, let's start off with his homie Jake Lang. Jake Lang is the homie who was at Chud's bond hearing, who caused a disturbance, got put in court for contempt. Now, this dude sat in court and heard Chud get $1 million bond and still thought it was a joke. So Jake Lang is currently sitting behind bars, sitting in jail for threatening to murder Carmelo Anthony if the courts don't find him guilty. So he's in jail right now on threats, on terroristic threats. Now, Jake Lang was able to do something that even Chud wasn't able to do.
Right.
Something that's pretty impressive, I gotta say. This is probably the last compliment I'll ever give this dude. But he was able to pull off something that even Chud couldn't pull off. If you've been watching my videos, I think you know where I'm about to get to.
I don't.
But Chud and his representatives and his spokespeople have been reaching out to any black influencers they can think of and asking for an endorsement to support Chud.
Wow.
Asking for anybody in the black community to support Chud. They asked Brandon Tatum. He don't want nothing to do with Chud. They asked the Hodge twins.
Which is surprising because Brandon Tatum love white folks. I'm talking about like Steven from Django. I was just watching him and Gary Chambers, which is a man from my state, do a debate on Stephen A. Smith's platform. And he was like, white people this, white people that. The white people just do everything better. I would have thought he would have went for it, bro. I know Donald Trump. He ain't racist. I know Governor Landry. We went gator hunting together. I know he isn't racist. Boy, you one of the good ones in his eyes, man. All right, let's get back to this video.
The Hodge twins don't want nothing to do with Chud. The usual suspects are saying even that's a level of selling out I'm not willing to go. Right. But to my surprise, Jake Lang, after about 2 days in jail, was able to do something that Chud wasn't able to do. He was able to secure a black endorsement, making it the first black endorsement any one of these dweebs have been able to get. Now, he picked the wrong black guy, bruh. Because the black community isn't looking at this endorsement and thinking, man, Jake Lang is kind of cool.
So there's a white man who's currently being persecuted and is getting put down to the absolute max simply for having an opinion. Keep in mind, Jake Lang only said words, yet his bail is set to $1 million.
We got to start requiring literacy tests before we can argue with these people, bro.
Hey, bro, hold on. Poetic, this man just said Jake Lang just said words, man. But you know what's crazy? People like the MAGA Republicans, the crazy delusional cult that they are, will say something along the lines of, we're only in Iran because what else are we supposed to do when people say words like death to America? Those are just words. But you seek retaliation when it's those words, but we not supposed to feel some type of way when disrespectful words are thrown at us. It's like a double standard. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when we do it.
There has to be at least some type of standard here, man. So criteria for us to go back and forth, bruh. And what's the opinion here? Jake Lang got arrested for saying he was going to murder Carmelo Anthony.
Right.
If he's not found guilty by a court of law. Where's the opinion, sir? As the only thing I heard, man, is a promise, is a threat and a promise. And he got arrested for terroristic threats. Where's the injustice? I don't understand, bro. Now threatening to murder somebody now falls under free speech. You can't make this up, bro. These people are absurd. What's next? Shooting a black man outside of a courthouse falls under free speech as well? Oh, wait. Y'all already beat us there.
Hey, look, if somebody was like, if Donald Trump doesn't end this war in Iran right now, I'm giving him 30 days, and then they threaten his life, do you know how fast Secret Service, the government would be at their door willing, ready to punish them to the full extent of the law? These ain't just words, bro. But then y'all would call for it too. Y'all would absolutely want them to do it. Like I said, it's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when we do it. MAGA Republicans would literally let my black ass say, I hope he, boy, they will be trying to get me thrown in jail. Let's be real.
Meanwhile, Carmelo Anthony murdered a child, stabbed a child in the heart, and his bail was set to $250,000.
Like skinny fat.
4 times more for Jake Lang for saying words. That is ridiculous. Keep in mind, the people who are at Carmelo Anthony's sentencing, they assaulted me just for holding a sign that said White Lives Matter. None of them were arrested. They made death threats. They said they were going to murder me and kill me and murder my family. None of them were arrested. Jake Lang was arrested before his feet even touched the Texas soil. As soon as he landed on the airport, before he could even get outside the airport, the police came and arrested him because he said words weeks or months ago. It's ridiculous, guys. You have to go and donate to Jake Lang today. His bail will be reduced, but let's get that money up so he can see the light of day. We want to make a statement to let people know that yes, white lives do matter. You cannot lock up a white man and make it unaffordable for him to bail out and to seek counsel just because he's a white man and has an opinion. The difference in treatment is staggering. Keep in mind, this is what they're feeding him every single day. They're starving Jake Lang in solitary confinement. All he has is 5 to 10 ounces of peanut butter every day to eat. He literally called us on the phone saying that he was starving. While Carmelo Anthony raised $600,000 and was playing Xbox at his home. A white man has an opinion and he's starving in solitary confinement. Didn't harm anyone, just said some words. That's the difference in treatment and why we'll always say white lives matter, and I'll always hold that sign.
Boy, you was a big old sellout, boy. And you know what's crazy? He done repeated this type of shit so much to himself that he actually believes it. He not lying to us. He ain't grifting. He really truly believes this. I could tell. You tell a lie long enough, you start to believe it, bro. This man is singling out the one instance when a black person, I guess, and then you can't even count that. What I'm gonna say is this. He's acting like this is a normal occurrence for people of color, black folks, while they're on trial, getting treated like this, getting sent hundreds of thousands of dollars, playing Xbox. Man, most of these people can't even afford to bond out half the time. You just don't hear about it. But one highly publicized situation, you want to try to use that as ammunition for them to say white folks are being mistreated poorly in the judicial system. Boy, y'all, these people crazy, bro. You got to watch dudes like this right here, bro. This the dude at work that'll throw you under the bus, boy. You be thinking you found you a kinfolk, boy. No, indeed. He gonna hand you over to the boss on a silver platter, dog.
I'm starting to recognize a trend here, man. Is it just me, or do y'all recognize the same trend too? That these type of black guys always have the same haircut?
Yeah. Godfrey
it's
said
always
that.
the same. It's the haircut with no lineup, bro. Yep. It's just
Godfrey said
like
first.
the scissors cut the with no lineup, bro. It's the same. Once I seen the haircut, I knew he was up to no good.
It's one of the good ones haircut. It's like the hard wigs with the women and the no lineups for the black dudes. Godfrey said that shit. He said if you ever check out a black woman who only dates white men, they always got like a messed up wig or something like that. And if you ever see a black man who exclusively dates white women for the most part, they always got that, they shape up ain't never right. He was on Vlad when he said it, DJ Vlad, I'm telling you.
Very suspicious. It was suspect. They have the same haircut. You think I'm lying? I couldn't even tell you if it's a different black guy who Jake Lang manipulated and convinced to partake in this activity here.
We're gonna disprove it right here. There's a fentanyl overdose.
Okay, so look, this is almost all my weight. Philip, can you breathe?
I can breathe.
You can breathe?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna bounce all my weight on you. Can you still breathe?
Yes, I can still breathe.
Okay, that is fallacy. George Floyd died over fentanyl overdose.
Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop yapping. But here's the thing. These white supremacists are always stupid. That was not a controlled experiment. Neither were you on him as long as that officer, Derek, was on George Floyd. It was a long ass period of time that he had his knee on him, and you didn't even have it in the proper location. The knee was on the back of the neck. This was not scientific at all. Stupid, bro, but I wouldn't expect them to have ever seen the inside of a laboratory or anything like that.
Look at that video. Watch that video back again, and can you tell me you can tell the difference between that guy and the last guy you just saw? Because I can't. It's the same haircut. It's the same voice patterns. It's literally the same hairline. It's the same. These people are being made in laboratories. These are man-made
Carbon copies.
laboratory tokens who are being conceived to be professional tokens on behalf of white supremacists. Yo, white supremacists are running out of black tokens that they can use. Because I feel like even dudes like Officer Tatum and the Hodge twins, they're recognizing, these white supremacists don't rock with us, man. Because when they became sellouts, right? When they were like the token black creators online, white supremacy wasn't in the state it's currently in, right?
It was a blue ocean when Officer Tatum started that bootlicking and shucking and jiving. I'm surprised his shoulders are not dislocated with all of that. But what I'm gonna say is this, man, like Senor Nick Fuentes said, in a way, I'm done with tokens, because right now white supremacists are really starting to believe that they don't need a token. They don't look at tokens to validate their opinions and things of that nature anymore, because they can say the quiet part out loud themselves now without having any real consequences and repercussions. They used to have to go to a platform like Officer Tatum to be like, see, we're not the only ones. Even a black guy saying it, man, they passed that now. They don't need you tokens like that. I mean, some of them still rock with you, but man, all of their viewership are down. They're not pulling in millions of views like they once was, because now they can go to another actual white person who looks like them to hear the shit that they want to hear. Y'all days is coming, bro. Your days is number, goddammit. The chickens are coming home to roost.
White supremacy was still being hidden, right, by niceness. Like, they were still kind of like, no, y'all are the good ones. They're the bad ones. We like black guys like you. We don't like those other black guys. And they felt good about themselves. Now, the states of white supremacy, nah, they outside, yo. They saying, hey, yo, we don't want to live in harmony no more, man. We want an all-white country. So now, not because that's the rhetoric, the tokens are starting to wake up, and they can't make enough tokens, right, for all white supremacists. So now they're making these tokens in a laboratory. That's my theory, people. Because ain't no way on earth somebody with a black mama and a black daddy and a black family is volunteering, right, to be kneeled on by Jake Lang. I'm sorry. I refuse to believe it. That is a laboratory-made token right there, bruh. Now, it gets worse, okay?
He wasn't raised by no black
Jake
people,
Lang finds this token, but again, bro, using like one of those tokens, like, what is that gonna do, bro? It's not gonna convince black folks that Jake Lang, right, is being unfairly persecuted.
I promise you,
right?
bro.
Like, it's not gonna convince a large majority of black people to start writing letters endorsing Jake Lang and hopefully make enough noise for the court to release him. It's not gonna work. Right, so even though he got a token, which again, very impressive, you found a black man, right, who was desperate enough, who was shameless enough to endorse you, cool, but it's still not working, all right? Because Jake Lang is still calling home from prison, crying about how he's starving, how he can't get a hot meal in jail.
To be honest, Jake, I'm really happy to hear from you. How's it going in jail? Let's start there.
I mean, jail is jail. It's the worst torture that I've ever endured here. A piss-drenched cell, feces in the floor. I have no underwear, no socks. I got one.
He basically living like he in the dark ages in Europe.
Shirt, one pant per week. It's in no commissary. Today, all I've eaten is peanut butter. That's all they're feeding me on the kosher diet. It's so draconian. It's so ruthless and so unhuman. I've never experienced anything like it, but, in my weakness, God's strength is made perfect, brother.
What God?
Yeah, I don't trust the FDA. I mean, we're Christian, but we still just eat kosher because we don't trust the chemicals they're putting in our food. And in prison, that's really rough.
Yeah, they try to pump you with chemicals and make you docile in here, so I always eat kosher when I'm in prison.
Chill, man. Yo, chill. Yo, bro, Jay, you make me feel too good, man. You gotta chill, bruh. Yo, he said when he got to jail, in the last video we did, the black guards, whooped him out of his socks, man. All right, whooped him out of his socks.
I like that kind of shit.
And he said, that was unjust. Now he's back saying the black guards got him eating peanut butter off the floor, man. Man, Jake, you gotta stop making me feel good, man. Oh, man, you doing something to me, man. What you? The black. Nah, man, those brothers is laying down the law, man. As far as I'm concerned, Man, those brothers is going by the book, man. You gotta eat what you gotta eat, bro. You can't come in here claiming to be Christian while also claiming you in a kosher diet. That don't mix. But Jake Lang is actually Jewish. He grew up in a Jewish household. His parents are Jewish. His sister is Jewish. But he lies about being Jewish because his audience are hateful bigots, and he understands they'll turn on him if he comes out as a Jewish man. So he lies and he larks as a Christian man, even though he grew up his entire life as a Jewish man.
You can't trust nobody like that, bro. You can't trust them. You can't trust them, dog. You know, they're always moving the goalposts, right? I hate this, and you see it in the news all the time. You see a white man up here, and they try to paint him in a positive light. They use kind words towards him. And then they use harsh language toward the black man. When they are going through the photo selection process, they skip all of the graduation pictures. They skip all of the great family pictures. They find that one picture when a nigga was outside chilling with his friends and he's doing this, just on some funny shit to paint him as a criminal. You know, it's kind of crazy, bro. I'm just saying, dog. Use harsh language. He didn't use harsh language. He used hate speech, and he threatened to kill a man. It's kind of sad.
Docile, feminine, everything's pumped with estrogen. Yeah.
Yeah, soy, estrogen, garbage, goy flop.
That's right. That's right, man.
Already.
So, brother, what can I do for you? How can I help you?
The bond of Carmelo, thank you for saying that. I need help. I need my brothers to come around me right now. 4 times the bond of Carmelo Anthony, who admitted to the police on scene, it's not alleged, I did it. He gets $250,000 bond. Jake Lang stands outside the courthouse of the murderer and says, we need capital punishment, $1 million bond for free speech.
It's crazy. It's absolutely insane.
It's like Chud, you know, there's a guy in here in the cell block who has the same charge as me. Third degree felony, terroristic threat. He's actually the cell next door to me. He has a rap sheet as long as my arm. He has $10,000 bond. I have no criminal record ever. $1 million bond. My bond has been set 100 times the average for this charge, bro. 100.
He's conveniently leaving out the part that says, you know, we don't want imitations of you going out there basically mimicking you. We're going to nip this in the bud. If people see that this is how they're going to be processed, meaning outrageous bonds being set and things of that nature, it might make them second guess doing that type of shit in the first place. Whereas those other people, nobody knew who they were until they did what they did. So yeah, they just went by the book. Normally, all right, this is how much a bond would be set. But let them people have been going around bragging about, hey man, I'm going to stab someone today. And then, you know, they got popular. Millions of people have seen them. Then yeah, they probably would have had a high bond too. But stop trying to play the victim, because you ain't no damn victim, bro. You a nationally known white supremacist, bro. A bigot.
Is it because the judge was a black female? Do you think that's why it's racial bias?
Oh, bro, it was a woke, activist, black female Democrat judge from Dallas who set my bond, but then they moved me over here to Collin County, which is a deep red Republican area. So I just paid my lawyer the last $5,000 I had in my account to do an habeas corpus motion for me, and I'll be in front of a new judge within the next week or two at tops, and they'll be setting a new bond for me because obviously the Sixth Amendment has a protection to guarantee the right from excessive bonds, and this is probably the most egregious case of excessive bonds in American history. So, you know, we've unearthed and routed out, you know, obviously this lawfare being so pitted against us, but you know, the cost is I'm suffering right now bad, and I need my brothers to come around me.
The gig is up, bro. People have called it. You're not about to hit the same lick you hit the first time. The first time, January 6th, when he was arrested for the insurrection, he raised like $1.something million, almost $2 million, paid like $100,000 for a lawyer, went to jail for about 4 years before being pardoned, and now he came back out to a lot of money. He's trying to do it again. This time it's not happening. He raised about $8,000 this week. Bro, that hasn't even made a scratch on $1 million bond.
Not even a dent.
I think people have woken up. People is very aware that this is his new grift, his new scam, because he don't have a job, he don't have a business, he don't have a means to an income, right? He's rolling around town with $5,000 to his name, according to him, causing all this trouble. Now, his cover art is him listing Carmelo Anthony's bond and then his bond. Bro, do you understand? Like, you was just in jail for 4 years before being pardoned. You have an extensive criminal history of harassment. You was going around harassing black folks, causing a disturbance, causing a mob, and you can't seem to understand why the ex-felon who's been causing a disturbance all across America got a higher bond than a 17-year-old with no criminal history whatsoever. Cut it out, man. Things have been really slow for Chud, but we got an update, okay? So in our last video, Chud was crying from behind bars, crying, talking about they violating his rights. He want to come home. This is not okay. And one of the rights he claimed they were violating was, they didn't give him access to a physical Bible. But the jailhouse says, no, we gave him access to a tablet that has a Bible on it. So we don't know why he's haggling us for a physical Bible. We are not giving it to him. We gave him a tablet. There is limited resources of a physical Bible, and other people have those physical Bibles. Chud just ain't one of them. So these people have took it into their own hands. This is where I tell you they think they're above the law. Chud's racist PR person pulls up to the jailhouse with a physical Bible, demanding they take the physical Bible that he has in his hands and give it to Chud.
Oh, Lord.
Can you imagine if that's how jail works? Can you imagine if I can just pull up to the jail with some fresh pair of socks for my brother and say, hey, give my brother these socks. Hey, give my brother this Xbox. Hey, give my brother this brand new Gucci belt. What you doing? Hey, give my brother these new pair of sneakers, man. What? Can you imagine if that's how jail works? If we could just pull up at any time demanding they give whatever we want them to give to the actual prison, when you witness the caucasity in real time, you won't believe your eyes. These people feel like they are above the law.
Hey, jail don't play like that, bro. All the people I know that been to jail, boy, look, you can't give them nothing. It gotta be cleared by the jail, man. It gotta be approved type of books. Oh, man, look, dog, that is not how it works. But they think that they are privileged, so they gonna go and try to push the issue. But nah, they gonna push your dumb ass clean up out their motherfucking face.
Pulling up and demanding
crazy
they give Chud a physical item from off your persons. This is one of those things where you gotta say, bro, I applaud white folks, man. Y'all know how to ride, bro, for your own, man. This is nuts.
How you doing, officer?
And he recorded it.
How you doing? It's a soft cover Bible, a new one I just purchased for Dalton Netherly. Okay. He's been denied a physical copy since he's been in, and since he was transferred.
If he has access to the Bible, we won't be able to take one in.
What's that?
I said he has access to the Bible. We won't be able to take one in.
So, the law is that he has to have access to a physical copy, not on a tablet.
He has access to the Bible.
A physical copy?
We'll be able to take it.
Is it a physical copy?
Currently, right now, he has one on the tablet.
Can you get him a physical copy?
He has access to his religious stuff.
So this has already been an issue that's...
No, sir, we can't take anything from him. He has access to his Bible. Thank you.
So,
Get the
sir,
fuck out my face.
It has to be a physical Bible.
Yo, what kind of crackhead homeless
Bible.
people are he sending up there, man? I know crackhead fingers when I see one. I know homeless fingers when I see one, bro. This is a person that lives on the streets, boy. Next time you out in your city and somebody is panhandling, you open up your window to slide them $1. Look at the hand that grabs it. It looks just like this. I'm keeping it real with y'all, bro. I done seen homeless. I done fed the homeless, bro. This is what they look like. Yeah, bro, I done volunteered to feed the homeless like twice, bro. This is what their hands look like. And then, boy, Jake, hey, Chud got crackheads working for him, boy. That's crazy. Boy, would y'all trust them hands?
What was his name? Richfield? Litchfield?
Look at him. Brother,
All right, so the sheriff says
that's your boy.
He has a tablet, even though they've been sued for it before. So we're going to get some accountability, talk to a chaplain, and return Monday with a chaplain to get him a Bible, a physical copy that isn't linked to a tablet. So it was Sergeant Litchfield, I think.
This is a 40-year-old man who's a Chud the Builder groupie. Can you think of a sadder life? This man already runs a Chud the Builder fan account. He then traveled over like 2,000 miles to go to Clarksville to then, I guess, harass the jail staff on behalf of Chud. Y'all gotta stop. D-Rodding should be a crime at this point. Y'all taking this D-Rodding too far, bruh.
Hey, listen, I know one day if Chud do, you know what it is? This is what it is. I figured it out. I cracked the code. That man trying to come up off a conjugal visit. He want his back blown out by Chud, or he trying to go blow Chud out. Man, I'm telling you, bro, there is no way you fighting this hard for somebody you don't even know like that in real life. Does he know this man personally like that? Or is he just a fan? He's a stan. It's kind of sad, bro.
But nothing is going to change. Y'all are not going to get your way.
You're trying to get a conjugal visit.
Listen, I have no problem with Chud being denied anything. Anything that helps him, take it away. I don't care what it is, bro.
That's what I'm talking
Chud
about.
don't serve the same God that we serve, right? Chud don't serve the same God that your grandmama, who been at church since the age of 9 years old and ain't never missed a Sunday, Chud don't serve the same God as her, man. You think like your pastor, your deacon is praying and preaching to the same God that Chud is serving? Absolutely not.
Chud is not serving the same God that them people at that church who served Dylan Roof. That's two different guys they serving, bro. These people prayed for that man and he did what they did. These people are like Dylan Roof and they say they worship God. Man, this is crazy, bro. Black folks that worship God are usually kind-hearted people for the most part. You know, they got all that fake gossipy stuff that go on in damn near every church. But what I'm saying is you are more likely to get treated kindly by a black Christian, in my humble opinion, than you are to be by a Christian like a Chud or a Christian like Jake Lang. And they not even real. You know what? That's neither here nor there.
All right. So I don't.
Man, let's get into these
waste your
comments,
time,
bro. Damn, all the pool videos, bro. That's all I watch is pool, bro. Here we go. They sure do cry a lot to be so superior. No lineup and no bass in their voice. No bass. They take all the bass out their voice so they can be perceived as one of the safe ones, one of the safe blacks. And they don't get offended by jokes about black people. You know the type of shit they say.
I'm black and I didn't get offended. Yeah, we know, weak link. Weak ass bitch. We can smell that shit on you, weak ass.
You niggas disgust me. Crazy that people can raise money for bail quicker than they can feed the homeless. None of these people are good people. You can't convince me that man that went down there with the Bible not homeless or has once been homeless or on his way to being homeless. He borderline homeless. That's what he is. They're making these tokens in a laboratory, bro. They gotta be, bro. Black dude look like a Timu Myron. I see what you did there. Raccooning is a mental disease. It needs to be studied. Bro looks like one of the extras in the Key and Peele Black Republican skit. An argument can be made. He really do though. Lame man. Nigga. All right, let me see. As soon as I saw his hairline, I knew he was a raccoon, bro. The signs be there. People overlook him though, bro. The signs definitely be there. You know what? Officer Tatum might be the only one that ain't got the messed up shape up the line. And bro, I'm not gonna hold you. He the only one, dog. But you know, Dr. Tatum, he grew up black, and then not doctor. I'm sorry, Lord that mercy. Officer Tatum, he grew up black, and then he did all that bootlicking and shit. Anyway. But once you grow up black and you used to having lineup, dog, I don't know if any amount of white validation can convince you to just not go get your hair cut properly, bro. I just don't know. The fact that he calls himself Hispanic on his arrest intake form is diabolical. He's adding to their arrest rates. Wow. That's crazy. Why do they keep referencing Metcalf as a child as if Carmelo is not? The thing is this, they don't look at black kids like children. Matter of fact, black kids are perceived to be more older, more mature than white kids. In other words, if they see a 13-year-old black girl versus a 13-year-old white girl, they're going to see the innocence, the childlike characteristics of that white girl, but they're going to look at that black girl like she a future welfare baby, she a future single mother, a future loudmouth, shenanigan type of person. It's fucked up. It is what it is, man. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. I'm gonna get at y'all on the next one, and don't forget to hit me up with the psych, with the hypes, and all that kind of stuff.
Hype me up.